We've done it. The Apocryton is dead. Our hotel is in fully working order with the potential of having guests this episode. We've made androids to serve our very needs of resources. And we have more mechanoids that we could possibly do with. We're at a stage now where do we go? This was a big question I asked last episode, and I have found the answer. The answer will be answered next episode, however, because my computer cannot load up Rimworld very quickly, and I don't have time to do it. But this episode, we will be preparing for the change, by which I mean, well, we have quarries now. One of the most overpowered and iconic resource mods from Rimworld, arguably. I have nerfed these massively, as I said last episode. I didn't really want to use it, but we are using an extremely nerfed version to the point where pretty much all we're going to be mining up is going to be chunks, and what this will do will mean that Mr. Krabs is usable again. Next episode, we will be changing to Winston Waves. Winston Waves, as you may or may not know, will allow a wave-based raid mode, which basically means that things will be getting harder and harder and harder with more and more raids, whilst also completing our final objective, being to get Jones out of here. Jones will now be living the life of luxury with his mechanoids. We're going to completely rehaul what mechanoids we've got. We're going to get rid of all of the Falcons, all of the Minotaurs, and replace them with the big boys such as the Marshal, the Behemoths, the Rangers, and the Scythers. We are going to be now doing a massive overhaul of the squad, a whole different focus. A focus of preparation today. So if you enjoy any of today's episode and are excited to see what preparation we can get up to, consider liking, subscribing. Make sure you tell your mum about it. Let's get into things and let's get Mr. Krabs back off unemployment and back into employment. So after speaking with Jones, ID 726 had been renamed to Leo. Don't ask where this has come from, just a nice three-lettered name that I thought fit him. Leo the drone. So the first job of today will be to decommission all of our Falcons, all of our mechanoids that aren't really too good. They're going to be gone. I'm going to get rid of all of them. We're going to have a total overhaul of our mechanoid system whilst we can. Once we start going into Winston Waves, the waves will get harder and harder, and we will need the best mechanoids possible. And as much as I like the Falcons, and they are very good, we just need to get rid of them. We need total upgrades, and we need to get things done fast. And same with the Minotaurs. Whilst the Minotaurs watch Boba and Jean sleep soundly, Jean is going to wake up in the night and just destroy them all. That'll be it. The Minotaurs I am actually kind of sad to see. They're just so iconic. You know, they've taken us through so much. And he just goes back to sleep. He kills off a Minotaur and straight back to sleep. He just doesn't care. He's crazy. And anyway, they're disassembling the last Minotaur, the last small unit. What a way they've taken us. RIP, my friends. So now we have an abundance of subcores and we have an abundance of need of mechanoids. Robert is going through now and currently resurrecting all the Scythers and everything from the previous raid, just so then we can bump up our supplies. And now we can specialize a little bit more. I feel like Robert should definitely be the melee mechanoid specialist. So he's got the Scyther, he's got the Marshals. We'll get rid of the Ranger and give that to Jones, I think, who has got control of the two Behemoths. So if Jones has range, Robert has a melee, Robbie has just utility mechs, Boba and Jean, I guess we could try specialize you down even further. Maybe have Boba as close range and then Jean have long range. And Jones can just kind of have whatever we feel like giving him, you know? There we are. So we now have the quarry in use. So theoretically, Mr. Krabs will wake up, is so excited to be back to work, and he'll go to work. Mr. Krabs, no! I was sure this would work. Yeah, it's not working at all. Maybe the driller can do it. Maybe once the driller's charged up, maybe he'll be able to do it. And Mr. Krabs is genuinely out of the job. Okay, so the driller is fully charged now, and he's not working. Oh, what? Robbie, come down here. I must know. Why can the driller not quarry? Driller, come, quarry. It won't do it. It just won't do it. I've got no idea what's going on with this at all. There's also nothing in the mod setting that is stopping mechanoids from using the quarries, but it's just not working. I can't believe it. I can't. So because the quarry doesn't work, I'm actually going to take SC1 or SC1 2 off of stone cutting and put them down into the deep drills down here, just so then I don't need to make any more androids. This one down here I will keep making, and I think I'm going to have that one set to quarry, just to get some stone chunks, so SC1 is still busy. Okay, so I've now set up another android. This one is Quarry 1, just so we have somebody working in the quarry to get stone chunks and things for SC1. Like I said, I have set the efficiency and everything of the quarry to be super low, like unbelievably low. So realistically, Quarry 1, the resources you'll get are going to be so minimal that it's just not going to make a difference. Robert is now upgrading to level 2 on the mech gestation process. So at the moment, he is at 33% extra gestation speed, and now 66%. Very nice. And at the moment, we are gestating himself a centipede gunner as well, which will then give to Jones. But hey, spade is spade, and that's what we like. So I'm now back to just doing basic little aesthetically pleasing, in quotation, strip mines. I feel really bad for Driller 1 and Mr. Krabs. I'm quite tempted to get rid of Driller 1, even though he's better than Mr. Krabs. And just so we can keep Mr. Krabs around. I'm actually quite sad that these two androids are just totally useless now. We now also have 3 analysts to assist Jean in the research. Jean has taken it upon himself to now claim these analysts as his own, just so Robert and everyone else has a bit more bandwidth. These analysts are making fairly okay work of the research. We're going up consistently okay. And what do I see up there? The centipede gunner is complete. And who is that waiting for? Robert. Robert, you're not having this centipede gunner. It's not yours, but oh wow, am I happy to have it. This is going to make light work of just anything that messes with us now. It comes with a minigun as well. That's so cool. So Jones now has 2 behemoths and a centipede. It's just a bit scary, isn't he? Okay, we have now more or less finished Jones and Robert's brand new houses. They're going to be living the life of luxury overlooking the toxic waste dump and the nursery. What a life they live. And another mech gestation upgrade for Robert, taking from 66% to 100%. Nice. We've got our first guest. Bear is our first guest. Oh my god, we've got one. It is just one singular man, but we have a guest. Bear does not like any of your colonists. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Bear, what are you going to go do? Where are you going to go live, Bear? There you go. So all guests are now set to within the hotel area. But Bear is not going into the hotel. He's just moving somewhere. If you go to steal my food, Bear, I'll probably hit you. No, you're going to go pray. Okay, fair enough. We also have a bug at the moment, which I don't know how to solve, where it's constantly selecting steel to research. But we don't need to research it, so the game's not very happy. And until we finish Ultra Mech Tech, it's just going to be going so slowly. And Jones is now gestating our second centipede gunner. Jones is going to be a force to be reckoned with when he's got all of his available mechanoids. Look at Robert, sleeping soundly with 3 scythers and 2 marshals looking over him. If any of these mechanoids were to suddenly decide they didn't like humans, Robert would be turned into sushi. Oh, and Bear has decided to sleep in one of the 10 silver beds. Oh, Bear, are you enjoying yourself? Luxuriantly comfortable? I am resting on the clouds of heaven. Oh my god. Wow. Good job, Bear. I am so happy that you're happy. Is anybody entertaining you at the moment? A little bit? Robbie, isn't that your job to come and entertain? No, but we can arrest you. Well, that's close enough. So now, as I've been saying for the past couple of episodes since the hotel has been built, we have always been able to be theoretically completing the goal of a self-sufficient economy based on helping weary travelers. We've now actually theoretically completed that objective now that Bear has come in and spent his 10 silver. Look how happy he is on that fantastic bedroom he's got. We've done it. That is the next objective ticked off already. Okay, we have now also built the second advanced fabricor. I could just rename these people to just weed makers, because that's all they do at the moment for us, is just make smoke leaf joints for us. We have the fight of the century here. Alpaca has gone wild trying to get out of this marble door, and Constructoid 4 is holding the lines. Who better than to summon to Jones to grab the centipede gunner to eliminate this naughty, naughty alpaca. Slightly overkill. Go in there, and kill it. Wow, good aim, centipede. Good aim, my friend. You didn't even kill it from that range. There we go. Good job. Done. Robert has now gone up to level 4 in mech gestation processor, so he's now at 133%. So basically, these seem to just go up 33% each time they upgrade. So basically you can get up to 200% in mech gestation speed, which is huge when you're gestating things like the Centipede Gunner, which has 6 gestation cycles. Nice. You also now have access as well to create mech links. I can't imagine we can make Leo a mechanator, but I will queue up a mech link just in case we can. I like the idea that he could also one day become psychic and a mechanator. How overpowered can we make this drone? How far can we take this? But Robert, surprisingly, has actually already managed to build the mech link. So, Leo, can you install mech link to become mechanator? No way! We can do it? Oh, there's a lot of ethical questions here. Whoa, okay, right. I feel like this shouldn't exist. Why can we make Leo a mechanator? Oh no! Do we want another mechanator? Do I want another mechanator? Does Leo really want to do this to his fellow mechanoids? I feel like he does. I feel like Leo loves the power. Leo is definitely evil. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that Leo is actually evil. Oh, mechlink installed in Leo. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. What have we done? Oh no. Leo, the most evil android you could ever have. Leo definitely has a secret lab where he brainwashes people. 100%. And there we are. Robert has now fully upgraded to Mech Gestation Processor 6 with a Mech Gestation speed of 200%. So now, theoretically, the Marshal that he is gestating now is going to be super quick. Like, really, really quick to get. And we should be able to keep on top of any raids that Winston sends us next episode. And there we are. Ultra Mech Tech is complete. We have finished with Mechanoids. There is no more that we can do. It is done. We are now moving on to androids and androids only, and it is going to be extremely expensive. But once we get these upgrades and we get them installed, we should be absolutely rolling in resources. And when we start next episode, Winston waves will be nothing to us. Well, the first few waves will probably mean nothing to us. Today's been a very slow episode, and I do apologise for that. We were just getting ready for Winston. We've been gestating a hell of a lot of mechs. We have all gestation pods are full, as you can see. Like, we are going as fast as we humanly can to get as many resources as possible. So next episode we will be switching to Winston waves, which will allow a little bit more interesting things to be going on. I will test it and everything, but if it does not work, we will most likely just go to like Igor Invader or something else that's a little bit more interesting. So if I've enjoyed today's episode, and I really appreciate it if you do, consider liking, subscribing, and make sure you tell your mum about it, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.